My people, welcome. It's a late night stream tonight, alright? I admit it. It's been a long and busy day. But welcome! Welcome back, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a nice day / night, evening, morning. I don't know. The Earth's a big place. There's a whole lot of time zones. I can't be bothered to figure it all out. Sometimes it's dark. Sometimes it's light. Sometimes I'm awake. Sometimes I'm asleep. I don't know, dude. Whoever made all that stuff, way too complicated. But welcome. Hope you've been well. I see you guys talking about Oblivion in chat. I hope that's true. I hope a shadow drops. That's going to be so cool. I'm really sad about no mod support, but also I'm going to find a way to bring Master Chief Armor in, okay? I don't care if I have to edit the Unreal Engine top layer in order to make it work. I'm gonna do it. Simple as that. Yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have an hour of Skyrim. You gotta play Sky. It's so good. It's so good. Get Skyrim Special Edition or whatever the newest one is. Get some really beautiful graphics mods on top of it, and then just jump right in. You'll love it. It's so fun. But welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a nice day today. I am. And I'm excited because today we're working on something really, really fun, which is both the Space Phantom right behind me, this beautiful orange beauty, as well as the Space Banshee, which is this funny looking Banshee right over there. Now, I got a question for you guys, honest question. Should I change the color of the Space Banshee? You know, we got the regular Halo 3 Banshee off to the far side there, and the closer one, we have the Space Banshee. And I'm debating changing its color. I really like it in Halo 3's colors, but, you know, I don't know. I might change it. It's tempting, I will admit. Match the Phantom? I suppose I can. I definitely can. I just, I don't know. I don't know how it'll look. We'll have to test it out and see. Poke around with it. But in any case, in case you missed what we did over the past few days, I will grant you a quick little preview, because it's pretty dang cool. I'm pretty happy about it. All right, controllers on. We're chilling. Space Phantom. Actually, hold on, back it up. I'm gonna look up a little bit. There we go. Much better. All right, let's try that again. The combo in general, how to do Space Phantom interior, I may. Here's our Space Phantom. The turret animates, came out. The lights come on. We added engine lights to it. And of course, it does in fact fire. It fires some pretty strong bolts at that. This thing is pretty awesome now. The turret's fully functional, has tons of animations, including a little firing animation. The fins on the back of the Space Phantom also animate as well, which is kind of fun. I re-rigged the whole thing to make it a little bit fancier, a little bit cooler. So the overall entire thing here got a pretty big set of upgrades, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. One of the problems with Reach's Phantom interiors are any interior lights. Well, I would just use the Halo 3 ODST Phantom interior if I was going to do that. And then just recolor it. It would just be bigger. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty dang cool. That's where we're at with the Space Phantom, and that's pretty awesome. Technically, in order to complete this thing, we're going to have to add a set of side turrets to each side, which honestly is really not too much trouble. So we'll do that. And then we got to go ahead and give it destruction. Oh, and maybe a physics model while we're at it. Good God. The default Reach physics model is atrocious. Phantom, real Green Knight, dude. Real Green Knight. He's in chat. I see him. ODST1 mostly should fit. I think the doors are slightly different proportions. That's fine. I can just edit the model a little. It's not the end of the world. It'll make it look good. And I'll probably open up this and make this the way you get in. I think that would be the wise way of doing things, because this thing is way too big to jump into the sides. Like the regular Phantom, you can jump into the sides of, and that's really cool, and I love that. But this thing is hilariously large. Regular Phantom, you're like, oh, crouch jump, you're in. Just barely with a crouch jump. On this thing, though, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know so much about that. We'll see how that one rolls. What happens when you scale up the render model without scaling up collision? Exactly what you think happens. And then, depending on how the collision model is set up, even more broken than you can imagine. You gotta be very careful with that stuff. Very, very careful. What up, Triarch? Oh, you're talking about for this thing? No, that's not actually. That is the actual proper scale of the physics model. That's just how bad the Space Phantom's collision and physics are. That wasn't me. That was all Bungie. They just made a really quick and dirty one. So, yeah, I'll just reuse the Halo 3 Phantoms model plus add a little bit. Before I do that, I definitely want to see if I can get the interior in. Not that there's any huge purpose to doing so, but it would be kind of cool. But I'm not going to worry about that yet, because we have the pressing matter of adding the side turrets onto this thing. And frankly, I don't even know how they work, dude. I really don't. I should probably open them up in Reach and see, but I'm going to pop open Blender. We're going to take a look at how they are, how they look and everything, and figure something out. What are you modding today? I am modding the Space Phantom and the Space Banshee. As much as I love the Space Banshee and Halo 3's colors, and I'm totally down to keep it this way, part of me kind of wants to recolor it to look more like the Halo Reach Space Banshee, which has a reddish hue to most of this. Instead of, like, the top here is still kind of green, but the base body of it in Halo Reach by default is red, and I totally forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. Oh shit, Covenant Dance? Yup. The banger track. So, we might experiment with that and see, because we still got to do Space Banshee's weapons. What about, what is Halo 3 Seraph colors? That tan color, I'm not sure I could really easily achieve that tan color. I could try. Got interior side terminals for the side gunners. I'll take a look. And there are side terminals already that are in the regular Phantom interior. Once I turn it on, you can see it. And go ahead and drive it. Yeah, these side terminals right here. So these could work for that, if I can fit the interior in properly anyway. That should be doable. But, ooh, Phantom. Ooh, Phantom. So, that is pretty doable. I'm not going to say no to the interior, but I'm not going to make it a high priority. At least not until I get to the physics model, because the physics model for the thing I'm going to be using here is going to be basically reusing this for the most part, because the shapes are almost identical. But yeah, I'm popping them in Blender in the background, and I'm going to see if I can find... What am I saying? Fine. All I have to do is drag and drop. It's so easy. We want to grab the Space Phantom beam turret. Yeah, okay, they're beams. Beam turret. Whoa, that was a close one. Before we drag anything in, we got to set up our foundry scene, which includes us going here, X, and Halo scale. So now it's set up for Halo 3. Now we can drag and drop it. So we'll grab the beam turret and drag it and drop it. Now I can't just do a straight bing bang boom, put it in the video game, we're done kind of deal. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to complicate things a bit more. GitHub, I know, I'm going to get to the GitHub. And that'll be actually very exciting. Rip Reach, I miss it so much. I low-key am very excited for modding Reach in the future. It's going to be very, very fun. But alright, what I need to do in order to make this work properly is I need to duplicate all of this. Like so. And I'm going to save this really quickly. I'm going to save this under beam turret. Thank you. We're going to call this beam turret, just like it was in Reach. And just save it. Nothing crazy there. GitHub, 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 tags need. Yeah, I heard you the first 5 times. I'm working. I hear you, but I am working. We're going to attach back right and front right. So we're going to yoink those from the Space Phantom, put them into the beam turrets here, and that will give us the exact distances we're going to need for this. So we'll do that. Search turret. We'll do the turret attach back right and turret attach front right. We're going to append it. And we're going to just clear this out. We're going to grab this and we're going to delete it because we don't need it. And what we're going to essentially do here is put the cursor to the selected, which is going to bring it to the middle. And we are just going to line this up directly into the middle of the scene here. We do geometry or origin to 3D cursor? No, not with invisibles. Okay. Let's hide everything else except for these two and just try to line these up. All right, so cursor to selected. The X over a little. These don't need to be 100% correct, but the closer the better. Oh, we're listening to copyrighted music. No, we're not. Don't tell. Don't tell anyone. We are not listening to copyrighted turret. Port and recreate turret weapons. Yes, that is the step today. But we're going to be merging 2 turret weapons into a single turret weapon, which is going to be hopefully a little bit of fun. All right, then last thing we're going to do is line it up on this axis. And there we go. So these are the markers in the exact distance apart that the actual Space Phantom uses when it comes to placing these turrets. Now we need to make sure they're facing the x-axis, so we're going to rotate this 90 degrees. And there we go. Now what we need to do is take one of these beam turrets, each, and move their exact origin point onto this. And this will let me merge. By merging the 2 turrets into one, we get a magical, beautiful thing occurring, which is having everything work awesomely and perfectly the first try, not having to do anything extra, and it'll be so beautiful. Alright, so now we'll select every other thing here, all the duplicates. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, it's done. The lineup is perfect. So, now that the lineup is perfect, are they going to alternate fire? No, they're going to alternate fire. Or, yes, they're going to alternate fire. So yeah, this is good. Now that we have these, we need to merge these 2 armatures together. And then animate them together as well. Alright, let's hide the physics and collision so we can see a little bit better. I'm going to save this to beam turret 2 real quick so that we have a backup. I'm going to delete these markers because we don't need them anymore. Actually, we can keep them. That's fine. But yeah, now we have to merge the armatures together. So I'm going to go ahead and we just join. You know, I think Cats is a tool for this. Okay, are we good? Alright, we're good. Shout out to the Cats Blender plugin. That shit slaps. That saved me a lot of time there. I pose them individually. 1, 2, awesome. 3. So there we go. Armatures are merged. Now I can animate these together. Isn't reach based off our real planet in our galaxy? That's a good question. I don't know. But yeah, essentially these are going to move together as a single unit, but they are going to alternate fire. So it's going to be like... Pew, pew. Not 100% sure I'm going to do the camera track just yet, but we'll see. We will see. Alright, now all this really needs is an aiming animation. I don't even think these had a firing animation, though I may in fact make one because it would be kind of cool. Let me mess around with the bones and the poses on this and see. So we have this one here, which seems to generally be a rotating up and down one. And we have this one here, which you would probably want to use to rotate like this. Oh, that's going to be fun to animate. I like it. 2 axes of rotation here to do some pretty cool stuff. I like it. Very mechanical, very cool. All right, let's do it. Before that, oh no, we lost the primary trigger. Did we lose the... Okay, we did. That's fine. At least it's only 2 markers. We'll go ahead and move these over to here, line them up. Centered roughly, right there. All right, so then we just got to grab these. This one is going to get parented to armature bone. Adam, thank you for the 2. Thank you for the support, dude. Appreciate that. I'm here. What did I miss? Also, RVC AI voice thing didn't work, and I had to pay money to use it. RIP $17.97. Adam, I don't know how to tell you this, but RVC is free. I don't know what you paid for, but that shit was free. I hate to break it to you, but whatever you paid for was not it. Whatever design, it was some kind of like AI voice thing. Can I have $200 in a geek bar? TK, was that you, TK, who said that? That shit was so funny. That shit was so funny. Oh, that was Abyss. You're just copying Abyss. I got that as a comment on Twitter. I was dying, dude. I was fucking dying. It was so funny. Hope you're doing good, TK, man. Or Abyss said, bruh. I'm not claiming it as my own joke. I'm stealing it. Not if I steal it first. I'm going to tell a whole bunch of my friends. And they're going to be like, dude, banger. I don't have RVC. What do you mean you don't have RVC? It comes free on fucking GitHub. Yeah, no, it's literally just a GitHub project. And I'm pretty sure they have like an auto installer, so you don't have to compile it or anything. Okay, let's start animating. Because this thing is like ready to go in game, I'm pretty sure. What materials does it have? Yeah, this is ready to go in game. It came free with your fucking Xbox. Alright, let's animate this a little bit. This should be pretty easy. Have you seen the Minecraft movie? Have you seen the Minecraft movie? Of course I saw the Minecraft movie. I was in the theater and I was there. I threw a bunch of popcorn. It was awesome. I threw popcorn everywhere. I threw up on the floor because I ate too much beforehand. I was puking everywhere. I threw tons of popcorn. I was screaming my fucking lungs out. What is this? What is it? Combat. Any combat fixed. Aim still up. Have they added a warning for the chicken? Yeah, some theaters it seems like did. And that's a pretty smart move. My local Alamo theater here in Austin probably would have done the same. Alrighty, let's do this. First, I'm going to do an aim straight down. And 45 degrees? Yeah, we'll do 45 max as the aim down angle, I think. Any more than that, it's going to cause a bunch of clipping. Yo, Adam, thanks for another 2, man. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you. Said, it being on GitHub would have been useful information. Posted a link to what apparently is an RVC in stream chat. Big fucking oof. I'm sorry that you... Oh, yeah. Voice.ai. Yeah. It seems like they just downloaded RVC and then they're charging people for it, essentially. Which is a fair business model because it's confusing for a lot of people to use. So I can't really hate on them for that, but... Yeah, Didn't have to do all that. A fair business model to scam? No, a fair business model to take like a complex, difficult to set up GitHub project that's open source and then to streamline it with like a GUI and then make it more accessible to the end user. Python installer too scary for regular people, I guess. Dude, yeah, it's way too scary for regular people. Have you met regular people? They are not going to want any part of that. How the fuck am I going to animate this to aim to the side? I guess I would just have to do that. Yeah, regular people don't uninstall. Yeah, regular people get hella confused at like some pretty basic shit. Well, stuff that seems basic to us, but like, what is that angle? Minus 60, RX minus 60. We'll do that. Honestly, anything on GitHub is too much for regulars? Yeah. Okay, that's a pretty good aiming animation, I would argue. Like da 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 da, and then da would be. Like the shotgun after streaming and making new vehicles. Do you have any ibuprofen? I got a headache. It's not as easy as it seems, okay? I wish it were. I actually don't get headaches. Fun fact. I'm one of the weird genetic freaks where I just don't get them. Though I think my body, like, senses them on some level, because I feel massively fatigued and in a terrible mood whenever I should be getting headaches from a particular activity. I'm going to take your brain. Your 4chan is gone? I did. The end of an era, dude. The end of an era. Might be done. I don't want to speak too soon, but we might have just aced this. Minus the cool beams. Okay, come here, let me smack you upside the head. Well, I don't know what the technical, like, terminology for it is, but yeah, I just don't get them. I don't know. There's like a certain percentage of the population, I found out. I remember one day I was sitting there and people were talking about headaches, and I was like, have I even ever had one? I've never really thought about it deeply, but I'm pretty sure I've just never had one. Can you just use Blender? I cannot. That's a lot of work, but I can turn on my screencast keys so you can see what hotkeys I'm using. Drink water? Yeah, most of the time, anybody who has a headache just isn't drinking enough water. I could give you a headache. Hell yeah. No, I don't know. I just don't get them. I've gotten massively hungover. I've hit my head really hard. I don't know, maybe that one time when I was a kid and I like smashed my head to pieces. Maybe that just like permanently nulled my headaches. Couldn't say. Couldn't say. That's so emo. I didn't do it on purpose. It's not like I was sitting there and I was just like, I hate my life. I hate my parents. I wasn't doing that. It was an accident. I smashed my head really fucking hard against the corner of a picture frame and I was like bleeding everywhere. It was horrible. I am null of pain. I am a void for pain. You want an interior for the Space Phantom? Maybe. Maybe. I've been debating it. We'll see. Nay. Alright, we want to get the beam turret in. There's no collision? Oh, I forgot to give it collision. You got the headphone dent in your head? Thankfully, I do not. I am without the headphone dent. My Tyler one-shaped head will forever be a thing of mystery and intrigue for viewers who wish that I had it, but I just sadly cannot fulfill their dreams. Alright, let's see if we can get this in. This should... Oh. Do beam turret. Almost there. Beam turret. Right, then we're gonna go ahead and go to the chin gun here. We're gonna grab the model and vehicle tag, throw it into here. Beam turret tag. Yo, Demon! Thank you so much for the tenor, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Also, I just figured out the ultimate genie wish. I wish I had a debit card that was linked to my GTA 5 bank balance, which couldn't be tracked by the government. That would be crazy. That is a good genie wish. But then you would have to constantly spam like money bag hacks on GTA Online. Oh, I guess if it's your single player save, it's fine. That would be so sick, though. If I ever mentioned I'm trying to make and eventually sell Halo C Overland Shield Lamp. Yeah, you actually talked to me about that a while ago. I don't know if you remember, but a cool idea. Just call them video game glow lamp. Alright, we got the animations in. Let's put our beam turret in here, and we'll hook everything up, and... I don't know, man. Maybe it just works. Maybe it just works. Although, I will say, we do have to edit the Space Phantom here and here. Cursor to selected. Duplicate this. Selection to cursor. Name this. Turret attach right. Do the same thing on the other side. We'll grab the in-between point of these two by selecting them both. Grabbing that. We'll duplicate this one and we'll do the object to that point. Name it left. Now we have an in-between point between these two with a turret that is double everything on it. So we can now export our main Space Phantom out and re-import it into video game. Okay, I think our turret's good. We have everything. We're just using chin gun animations. We want that to use the beam turret animations. And then we re-import our Space Phantom. And theoretically, this just works. Demon, thanks for the $5, dude. Then either just buy one shark card for $100 and get 10 million. That's not a bad idea. Wait, you should do it to your single player GTA account though, because what happens when GTA 5 goes offline in however many years that'll happen? Because then you're fucked. Then you're poor again. Because you don't have an account at that point. The genie's sitting there just like, oh, I got him. He doesn't even know I got him, but I got him in like 20 years. All right, let's add these as an attachment. And I don't know, maybe it just works. Who knows? What's the name of the attachment point again? Turret attach right. So duplicate this. Turret attach right. So the chin gun, it'll be the beam turret. Let me duplicate. Let me do left. Save. That is not the right vehicle, my friend. That is not it. And confirm. Oh, I didn't hook up the vehicle tag to it. Oops. Oopsies. There's no money cheats for single player? Bro, it's single player. Of course there's money cheats for single player. Oh, look at that! I wonder if they work. Oh, they look sick. They worked perfectly. Look, they're lined up in the exact spot they need to, dude. I'm so good at this now. God damn, look at me go. Alright, but we do need to make them drivable, and I did neglect adding a driver's seat to it, so let me take care of that real quick. You want Halo 4? I can, and I have awesome Halo 4 mods, and I'll be returning to them rather soon. Alright, let's duplicate. I'll do a primary trigger. I'll do turret. This one's gonna be... Oh, these aren't even markers. Whoops. This one is gonna be driver. I'm gonna put the driver to here. Back it up. Then we'll do driver enter. A very similar location, but we'll have it facing the ground a little bit. Like that. Nice. Looks good. Alright, now we go again, export it. Go to the beam turret folder. We'll bulk import again. This time we should get all of the needed stuff for it. There's a couple things we need to do to get this fully working. One big thing we're gonna have to do for this is we're gonna have to set it up so that we can actually drive it, and it's not gonna be an attachment, so not controlled as a parent gunner or anything like that. It's invisible, yes. Gunner, yes. I don't think we need to set it as a driver's seat necessarily. I'll see if we do, but I think it should be okay. And then enter seat string, we'll make one. But the angle to get in, entry radius, we'll set to like 2. The angle to get in, we can set to like 180. 180. Maximum relative velocity, like 100. Let's see if that lets us get in. Let me in! Let me in! Okay, maybe we should make a... Let's make some strings for the seats. And for the Space Phantom, actually, while we're at it. Because right now, when you get in, it says Phantom, not Space Phantom. And I did some math, and the results said not Epic. So we're going to have to work on that. Where's my strings? I'm looking. HUD messages? This is for Halo 2. I know I must have that. Oh, I think I just saw it. There they are. Halo 3 HUD messages. This is what I was looking for. We're going to make a new string. This is going to be Space Phantom Drive. Hold blah 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 to pilot Space Phantom. We'll do a flip while we're at it because I always forget to do these. So blah blah blah. Hit the button to flip the Space Phantom. Then this one will be Space Phantom Beam. to operate beam turret. And yeah, I think that's good. Now we can just run that tool, strings, UI, HUD. And then we can go set those up real quick on the Space Phantom and the beam turret. The sounds, we want objects, vehicles, Space Phantom. There you are. We're gonna grab that vehicle real quick. For this one, I do need to set Space Phantom beam. Make sure our entry radius is big enough. And we're gonna set this one to say Space Phantom drive, and then for the flip, it'll be Space Phantom flip. All right, strings are good. Fix the strings on the plane because it says Banshee, and a vehicle as magnificent as the plane has proper strings that should reflect that. Yeah, it's actually a very solid point. Can I get in, please? Oh, I don't even have the driver's entry thingies for this. Marker name will be driver, and entry is driver enter. Can I get in yet? Please! Alright, I should probably fix the names of these as well while I'm at it. Well, in case I accidentally missed something, I'll export that yet again. Re-import the beam turret, turrets, beam turret, model. Adam, thank you very much for the two. I appreciate it. He said, alright, I'm on GitHub. It's a very different beast than the workshop, but navigating this and the mod tool being different to the poorly made guild on... Wait, what? So navigating this, the mod tool being different to what the poorly made guild on MWO Sounds mod describes. I'm real close to giving up. I got more voice material too. Well, I hope you can figure it out. Stuff like that's really fun to work on. Alright, clearly... Oh, minigun G maybe isn't a warthog. I'm not gonna be able to make you want to do it, but I hope you can figure it out. Okay, progress. This is progress. Why am I all the way back here? Needs a oh, the camera track. Right. Gunboat sounds nicer, I suppose. Like, really like the pick. There's art. I'm an appreciator of art. Okay. I love art. What's the camera name? Doesn't that work in marker name camera? We'll put the camera there. All right, where's a good spot for the camera? I'm gonna duplicate this. Call it camera. So this is where we're gonna actually be looking from. I'm thinking like up a little bit here and kind of in between them in the middle would be good. Save that. That'll be good. Bob Watts with the $5. Thank you very much. Thank you. Said, frankly, I don't trust Slipspace. You blink and you're 20 minutes late and divorced. Explain to me how I left for a routine hall and come back to my kids speaking Sangheili and my house turned into a Spartan recruitment office. What I'm saying, man, the UNSC shouldn't trust those guys. They say they're out for your best intentions. They have the best intentions. They want what's best for you. I don't know, man. Did you see what they did? The people in the inner colonies? I don't believe it, dude. I don't believe it. Xerxes, thank you for the 283. Thank you very much. That isn't it called a Phantom gunboat? I feel like I remember hearing that in Reach, but I don't remember exactly. Probably. I'm calling it Space Phantom because that's what it is in the files, but I could call it Phantom gunboat. Nothing stopping that. I don't know my channel streams. I gotta say it's cool to see you activate. I remember when your Minecraft videos out and started this random about topic. Nah, you're cool, Commander. I appreciate that you liked that enough back then to even come and talk about it all this time later. That's pretty cool. That was pretty neat. What was I doing? Yaw minimum minus 180, yaw maximum 0. Whatever I did, but the opposite. Huh. What the fuck? 0 to 180. Close. 0 to 270. About 90 to 270. There we go. Isn't that what I had before? That's not gonna work. Okay, right. So what I need to do is minus 180 to positive, which is 0. Then I need to refresh, let it become an attachment again. See the actual camera values as a parented attachment. Okay, now it's reversed. So instead of doing negative 90 to 90, it should be 0 to 180. This only worked for one side, so I'll have to make a duplicate for the other side. But now we can set up the aiming animations really quickly. Should be relatively easy. We'll make a little blend screen. So the way I had it was 1 frame per each. Alright, yaw per frame is what, 60? No, 90. Pitch was 60. And then we hook that up as a blend screen to this one, save it. Right, let's see if it works. Okay, it does work, but my camera is attached to them and it's making me really motion sick. I forgot to make that not be a thing, so let's really quickly fix that. Take our camera marker, attach it to the armature in pose mode. We want to attach to the pedestal bone, parent it to that. Say, we'll probably want to do that actually on the driver and driver enter strings as well. Same with the turrets. Go to armature, parent it to the pedestal bone. There we go, we're all good. Bob Waz, thank you for the 2! Phantom gunbones. Gunboat? The phantom gunboats use sound to erase memory. Just look it up. My kids forgot me after One Flew Overhead. They called some other man Dad now. Shake my damn head. You know, it happens, man. It happens. It's the Covenant running a psychological operation on us, man. Don't believe the UNSC, dude. They're trying to split your family up, pal. You don't want that. Make sure you eat more gun meat. The more gun meat you eat, the better off you'll be. Okay, this is not the correct projectile, but while the camera's a little wonky still, let me see how this all looks. That's how it rotates up and around. I can turn to the side. It's really hard to tell where I'm aiming. Downward aiming is good. Did I forget a keyframe on upward aiming? Maybe I forgot a keyframe when I'm aiming upward. Hold on. No, there's an upward aiming animation right there. Oh, maybe I just can't aim that high. Might be a vehicle limitation. Let me make it so... reach range. Maybe I need to set this to like 90. Viable objective material reality. What does that mean? The objective material reality, the place we live in? Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna go ahead and... What kind of weapon does this use? Does anyone know what this uses in Reach? Am I gonna have to mod this in Reach to be drivable really quickly to see if it even works? Because I have no idea what weapon this uses. Beam turret uses high plasma rounds. But it's called a beam turret. Does it not shoot a beam? I just don't remember. Yo, Adam, thank you for another 2, dude. I don't think of a better name besides Space Phantom or Super Phantom, which is what I'm leaning towards for now, and I thought Phantasm sounds good, but apparently it's taken. Phantasms are slightly larger artillery version of Spectres. I think I'm just gonna call it Space Phantom, or maybe Phantom Gunboat. I can't think of anything else. Pretty sure it's the same as the main gun. I think it might be. I think it might be. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to redo some of the aiming animations, because aiming down works just fine, but aiming up gets a little wonky. Firing sounds are kind of off from where the gun cannons are. They're there. Oh, I see what the issue is. For aiming down, rotates that way, but on this one, facing up, right? That's right, right? No, I've twisted it the other way. That's where the issue arises. If it's turning that way, the bow needs to be up. If it's turning that way, the bow needs to be down. So let's fix that. What was it, 60? No, rotate Z, minus 45. Joe, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. He said, watch the videos, double check. The side turrets look like the same projectiles as the blue shade turret thingy. The AA shade turrets, I'm pretty sure. Okay, interesting. We could switch those up. You know, that's the beauty of mods, is we can do whatever the hell we want, but... $25. We're at 45, so I do 15. Looks good. RX 25 looks good. Joe, thank you for the 2! Also, Green wants to show you some Foundry knowledge in BC. Perhaps in a short little while. I am down with this idea. Adam, thank you for another 2! So post an image of the Phantasm in the stream chat, while Coolican's actually more of an open and consequently worse version of the Wraith. Fair enough. There's a lot of stuff like that in Halo lore. I'll check it out in a sec. Damn, it's hot in here today. It's late, too. Summer's gonna be brutal. Alright, are the animations fixed? Yeah, that looks better. They were, like, totally broken before. Excuse me. Alright, Weasel. Not bad. So I should probably make it so the upward facing animations are a little bit more up. I can't see shit. I'm aiming straight. Turn right. Aim straight. Look up. Look down. Up again. Down again. Look left. Why do the left and right animations just like not work at all? What the fuck, man? What did I do wrong? And left has a down? Yeah, that's literally fine. But like, if I look down to the left and I raise my mouse up, is my yaw mount too much? Maybe I need to cut it in half. Oh, that's why. I think I fixed it. Alright, let's see. Does this work better? Maybe I should have like a uniform direction for it. That way when I look up it doesn't have to rotate all the way. Theoretically, I could just look up. Instead now it's going wow and it does a full rotation, which looks silly. Absolutely does not need to do that. Yeah, that's causing a massive conflict in the animation. It looks ridiculous. Interesting thing to come back to. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit here. All right, how am I gonna think this through? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab this left, and this left. What are the differences? What if I just take this one for the up left, and I just rotate it minus 90? Because then it would be upside down, right? Brian, thanks for the 5! Thank you! Hi to the best streamer of Halo, my bro. I need to play sometime with you Halo mods. We do game nights. We'll have a game night coming up. If you're a YouTube member, you're more than welcome to join. We do have a first come first serve system, but I think it works pretty well. Okay, I'm not thinking this through clearly. I'm gonna undo the last ones. Redo these. Over to here. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I want this to go up. That whole thing has to rotate down. For this one to go up, I think it should rotate like that. Maybe that does it? Maybe that fixes it? Let's see. This is a bit confusing. I get the gist of it, but I'm not sure. This is either impossible or I just solved it. I feel like it's one of those two. I have a Chat GPT hotkey? Did you guys just see that? That's sick, I think. Why do I have a hotkey that autos to Chat GPT? I can actually use that. That's pretty handy. Okay. This does not feel right. I look up. No, I broke it. I can look down, I can look to the side, but if I try to look up... Bob Watts, thank you for the 2! Then remember when you could say glassing without getting you put on a UNSC watch list? I said it at family dinner and my nephew, who uses a Sang Healy name now, cried into his nutrient pudding. Pathetic! Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. Like, it's possible he went through a glassing. Like, you know, do you ever think, like, maybe he's just been through a lot or something? You know, maybe if he wasn't so fucking soy, couldn't handle one little glassing. Pathetic. Oh, Brian, thanks for the 2, man. Appreciate it, dude. Am I ask for some help later? To you in Discord DM? I cannot promise I will respond to it. I have been extremely busy lately, but if it's something I can quickly help with, I might be able to. But I'm afraid, as a streamer, I'm not a very good tutorial help guy to sit there and tutorialize people. Why isn't it looking up? Look up! Maybe this will work. It is entirely possible. It is within the confines and the realms of reality that this will in fact be successful. I've foreseen it. I hate it here. I don't think this is going to work the way that I want it to at all. Maybe I should just make it so you can't look up, so it's only like a downward facing thing. Because this is ass! I'm deleting it all. Maybe don't let them rotate. They must. It looks too cool. I'm gonna try something. This is gonna look right. In order to look right, we're gonna rotate 90 degrees to the right. Then we're gonna arc 45 degrees. Like so. Then we're gonna center to look left. We're gonna arc 90 degrees. And arc up 45. And that's going to be the way we look to the side. So either way, it's technically looking up. It's rotating to the side and then to up. So for down, I will have it rotate do a 135-degree rotation and then 45. Oh, that does cause some trouble. Undo. Or does it? Because that rotates completely downward. No, it rotates sideways and then 45. Then it rotates back. It rotates sideways and then 45. And so basically it's aiming down on all of these. So for the up animation, I would want to rotate it continuously higher. I don't think there's any good way to do this, actually. I'm thinking about it. I think it's just going to look awkward no matter what I do. Using this setup. Craze! Dude, with 20 gifted! Bro! Thank you very much! Very much appreciated, dude. Out of nowhere! What the fuck, bro? Just carpet bombed the whole map. The whole chat. Why did I say map, dude? Oh, I'm so cooked, bro. My brain is so cooked for that. Thank you, bro. Very fucking much craze. You're awkward. What? Not true. Not true. You take that back. I'm a very cool guy. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. That's super generous. Guys, if you just got gifted by Craze, be sure to give him your thanks. That is super generous. Super, super generous. 100% miss rate. Let's go. One day, Booth the Crowd. One day. Okay, it's going to favor one direction. I think it being the down direction is better. Praise, thank you very much for the 269. I appreciate that. You can be cool and awkward, baby girl. Except if you're me, then you don't have to be, because you're just extremely, very extremely cool all the time, actually. So I don't even have to worry about that, honestly. It's actually so easy for me to just pretty much be the coolest, so it just comes naturally to me, you know? It's just who I am. Oh, the sound is what I live for now. It is a rather beautiful sound. Alright, this will be the best I can do. The top turnings will be weird. That's the best I can do for this setup. So it'll go down, down, and flip all the way around up for this one. Are you kidding me? Another 20? Dude, there's not even that many grays in the chat. You're sniping ghosts right now. Thank you, bro. Holy shit. You kidding me, dude? Thank you. Hi, Weasel. Weasel's getting excited. She can hear me getting excited. Dude, thank you. Yuri got sniped. Let's go! Will Vuthacrow get sniped, though? That was a good question. Thank you very much. And congrats to Yuri, who's no longer one of those grays. Ooh, ooh. They wanted to be gray so bad. They're trying to be a rebel against the system, but the system always finds a way. Okay, this is fucking terrible. That works. That works. That seems to work. Oh, but it has to rotate to get to the halfway point anyway. Like, it looks nice that the mechanisms work, but the logistics of it do not work. Leper King, thank you for the 2! Oh, hear me out. Jirul Hanai Berserk sounds for the gifteds. Okay, I don't know what the fuck a Jirul Hanai is, so you're gonna have to run that in a second. You're gonna have to run that by me again. I don't know what you just said. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Might have to say fuck the mechanism. Is this cool rotation that I'm doing here with the mechanics of this thing? It's not gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. I do need a new sound though. I've been planning it. God, it's so fucking hot here. I'm about to go hit the AC up. I am dying. Wait, those point upwards. And over here. Oh, I did it backwards, didn't I? Guess I'll die! What I meant to do for this what? This will be better. This will it'll still be awkward for the upward facing animations, but it should generally be better. I don't know, dude. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The upward animations, they don't work so good here. But the solution, I think, grab this and this. Did I miss something? I think I missed something. I heard a noise. I was so locked in. Did you generate pathfinding? Yes. Yes, pathfinding is generated. Does that actually fix it? I think that actually fixed it. Hold up. We're looking straight. Let me look. Whoa, that's kind of cool. Wait, why does it do that? I must have fucked up the rotation on one of them. That's kind of sick, though. Now we can look all the way up and down on that angle. Down there, up to there, and across. The cross part's kind of awkward, but it goes there. Almost. One of the... Dude, I don't have them. It's too hot. I gotta go turn the AC. My body's like burning up, man. God damn. Thanks. Hi, Weasel. Hey, sweet.
You look so good on my desk. You're so cute. You're so cute up here, your little ornament. Oh.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this one got fucked up. That should be a little bit better. This might be as good as I can realistically get. The heat is on, the cool is on, the AC is on. What is it? What is it doing? That one's backwards too? Oh right, because I must have copied it from the same keyframe. Oh! Those are facing that way and upwards and upwards. 1. Okay, this is, I think, as good as it's gonna get. It's gonna be a little wonky, but it shouldn't be too wonky. Just how wonky we will find out. Alright. So this is aiming left to right, down, all the way down. We get this kind of movement here, so not too bad. We're gonna aim all the way up one side, all the way down, up the other side. The only awkwardness arises when we try to look straight up to other angles straight up. It does a little bit of that. Which isn't too bad, I don't think, because while it's still not aiming up until you get to the very end, it should be enough. I don't think it's going to look too bad. Alright, we need to restrict the movement of the camera, I think, to about 45 degrees. Bro, what was that? Joe, thanks for the 2! Appreciate it. So my AI path finding comment was for Brian. I haven't touched the AI stuff of the module, so I was just saying stuff like the map view needs to not have any open edges or whatever for general pathfinding. Oh yeah. No, if you want AI, your level has to have like perfect, no errors, no open edges, no nothing. It's rough. Maybe make sure the player's camera is horizontal with the vehicle might help. Yeah, maybe. I think I just want to adjust the thing here. Pitch range minus 60 to 90. 90 is a bit much. I think it's already at 90. I think it's minus 90 to 90. Do minus 60 to 60 and then edit the animations to have it go 30 to 30. My head, how's that? I'm not entirely sure what you mean, Brian, but maybe. Left and right, yeah, that should also be 60. So from 0 to 60, with 90 being the center point, subtracting 30 degrees total, so whatever this is minus 15 will be 165. 15 to 165 should about cover it. There we go, that's a little bit more reasonable. Actually, I wanted it only about 90 degrees, right? More than that might be a bit much, considering the power that this thing holds. 60 to subtract 15 less, 30 to 135. Donald J. Trump in the stream. The President of the United States is here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment. He said, Rejected Shotgun is doing tremendous things with Halo. Absolutely incredible mods, folks. People are saying he's the best. I agree, just fantastic. Believe me. Rejected Shotgun makes the best Halo mods, maybe the best ever. Wow, that's huge praise from the President of the United States. That is, never thought that would happen, dude. That's amazing. Thank you, Mr. President. What the fuck? That's crazy. Never thought the president would be so into Halo mods, but you know what? It's a crazy year, man. It's a crazy year. Huge. Alright, let's see. How are we looking here? The upward aiming animations are still awkward, but the downward ones are pretty good. This would be so much easier if I just said screw the rotating bit. Good news, I just said screw the rotating bit. I'm sorry for anybody who wants this to look accurate to whatever the joints and stuff it has it doing, but it's ass. I don't know how to do that. Biped AI walk and forge. That means no open edges. There's so much to unpack there. I'm not entirely sure how to explain. Dark Steelings for the 2, man. Thank you, thank you. That's it. I'm ungrassing your huge grass. It's now dirt. Grass is now illegal on this map. Oh, what are you, the president? Do you make the rules for grass? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so, man. I can have as much grass as I want. If you disagree, I bet the president is going to super chat again and let you know that I have the best grass and I deserve to have all the grass that I want. Alright, the deed is done. CEO of Grass is here. Said, with a 2, thank you. Said, nah, he's right, remove your grass. What the fuck? That guy invented grass and he doesn't even want it? Oh, this is so much better, dude. Oh my god, no more issues. I should have just done this from the start. I really just wanted to use the cool mechanism, but sometimes we just can't have nice things. It just be like that sometimes. Where's door? We don't have a budget for the door. We had to cut the door. Too expensive. Unfortunately, it was outside of the budget we have for the fiscal year. It's very sad. I can move the camera as far back as here. That'll give me a much cooler view. Give me that view. Let me see that. Show me what you got. Ideally with this, though. Please, thank you. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Bulk import, very cool. Oh, that's better. Now I can see more of the guns in frame. That's pretty sick. Projected fears the idea of me being a mod. That I do. That I do. Alright, what does the beam turret weapon do? Have an anti-air cannon, explosion, and projectile. Oh, it's the Seraph. It uses the Seraph projectile. So yeah, it's a little blue pew pew pew. It's an exploding little purple pew. I guess I could just make it the same projectile. Nah, the main turret probably should have a different projectile. I would love to fly this around in a multiplayer match. I bet this would be so sick. And now that I said fuck it to the actual mechanisms, the animations actually look good. Let's go to the side where there's actually sunlight on it so we can see it with our peepers. Oh, I can't. That's right. This is the opposite side, and it needs a left and right version of the vehicle duplicated, but with opposite camera angles. Very cool, very cool. Use this side for now. I think this thing would be super overpowered if it fired these bolts from the sides as well as the main cannon. Because the main cannon that this thing has is already just like insanely strong. I think this should probably be the only way to fire that. The sides will probably have to have a weaker thing to them. It looks really good with the weapons on the side of the turrets. It feels like way more heavily armored with those sticking out. Even flying it, it feels like more badass. It's got more armaments and stuff to it. Okay, gun is right there. Well, this thing doesn't have its damage set up yet. Right now I think it does like a single phantom bolt's worth of damage. It's very sad. Can the phantom engines be damaged like normal phantoms? Not currently, but it can. Or it will. I'm 3D printing a screw. I hope it's made of metal. This is advanced 3D printing. What color is the screw? Make it like cyan or pink or something. Something wacky. I think I'm going to make it so that this cannon cannot and will not lock on at all by default. It'll be mainly good for bombardment of an area. But the side turrets, on the other hand, will probably fire really, really fast plasma projectiles. Maybe like beams even. This thing is going to be a very heavy-duty vehicle. This has my printer going to accurately print a screw that can go into 3D printed threads in a cube. Ooh, that's smart. Feels like it should have an arc. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but for the sake of a map this size, if it had an arc, it would basically become useless. You wouldn't really be able to aim where you wanted and fly at the same time. I should probably make it do a decent amount of damage. Let's see, the turrets. We'll go to our chin gun weapon. Our Space Phantom turret projectile. Right now, it does literally the tiniest, saddest damage of all time. I'm going to swap that out. I'm going to go the long sword. Weapon, rocket. We'll do missile explosion damage effect. Do Space Phantom bolt detonation. Clear that from there, put that on detonation damage. No need to give it impact damage. Alright, radius 0.5 to 2. Do 0.5 to 1.5 just to shrink it down a little bit. Then it's explosives. 500 damage at the high end per shot is crazy. I'm going to bring this down to like 250, 250, 125. Damn, this is strong. Maybe too strong. Holy shit. We gotta test this against some vehicles in the hangar and see how they last against getting a bombardment from the Space Phantom. Like to do some more biomes? I got you. Ultimate Forge has a massive variety of biomes. Alright, so the health, I think, generally is higher on vehicles that don't have a pilot. Dead. We go against the Pelican here. I missed, but it is very strong. That's crazy. Three or four shots against the Seraph. Now keep in mind, these are not tracking shots. These are just raw projectile shots. And they are pretty fast, but they're not that fast. They do have a limited range, so you need to get within range of a target and still hit your shots. Make it drop the Space Pickle, you coward. I still need to fix the Space Pickle. It's too big. How high is the skybox? On this map, the skybox goes to about the mountains and a little bit higher, especially around the center of the map. Hit 2 shots a Warthog. My god, this might be even too powerful. Probably gonna one-shot a Halo 3 Banshee. You missed a dono? Nope! I'm reading Didax 2 right now. Thank you for the 2, Didax. Said side guns, small version, Halo 2 cutscene, plasma lances. I may do that. Alright, 1 shot against a Banshee. 2 shots against a Banshee. 2 shots destroys a regular Banshee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. 7 or 8 shots. Takes out a Phantom, one of the tankiest vehicles in the game. Demon, thanks for the 2! So it seems about right compared to Extinction 2.0. I can't remember what the Space Phantom's balance was there, to be honest, but good. It should be savagely destroyed. Hands down, that was before mod tools. That mod was pretty awesome. Getting our custom BSPs in there. The first good use of model importing that Forerunner did for... God, that was hell to do, though. The bombardment from this thing is crazy. Space Phantom was OP as fuck. Yeah, it's really strong here too. This is definitely going to be like a power vehicle, no doubt about it. Not going to be just a vehicle you can grab in the hangar. This is going to be like, oh shit, we got to go to the Space Phantom spawn and grab it. Nande, thank you for the 2! But oh god, they have Mega Mantis in the sky. Yeah, kind of. Well, I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that, to be honest. But yeah, definitely got to give the side turrets a different projectile because this one is way too powerful as is. Would be totally broken if the side turrets had this as well. 10 shots kills a Mega Mantis. That's disgusting. I might need to nerf this a little. Just oversized focus rifles on the side? Yeah, I'm thinking something like that will be good for them. They have like a heat meter. I might give a heat meter to this gun as well. "11 shots buckles a scarab." Busted. It does tracking right now, though, to be fair. Joe! Thank you for the 2, man. Should now give it a mini-mac and 5 dual splazer turrets. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be really balanced. I'm sure that'll be really balanced. That'll be awesome. What in the good fucking what? There's a tree, dude. A vehicle I can use to search for my dad. He's out there somewhere, still getting 6. You know what? I'm sure you'll find him. I'm sure you will. Oops. AoE damage was enough to get into the core. Oh, yeah, I see what you said now. They have a Mega Mantis in the sky. What? Its body went through me. Not fun. I can't take damage on this thing yet. I do have to set that up. I think the white flash is too prominent. It is rather prominent. Where's the Scorpion? Oh, they're at the side bases over here. We'll see. Scorpion should be really tanky, but this is a lot of damage. This thing might do like a 3-shot Scorpion. Any day now. This is while I'm boosting, by the way. Adam, thanks for the 2! Appreciate it. Since super scarabs are a thing and just bigger scarabs, wouldn't it make more sense to call this a super phantom? Well, it's a phantom gunboat. Or a space phantom. That's what it's. Space phantom in the files, phantom gunboat in the lore. Did I blow up the Scorpion already? Yep. About 3 shots blew up a Scorpion. That's crazy. This thing is stupidly powerful. I might nerf it a little. I think I'll make it really slow, though. I think I'm going to make it very powerful, but very slow. I'm going to give it, like, no boost. How many shots for a mongoose? Probably 1. This thing is sort of like a lich. A little bit. Just a wee bit. Lich from team. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. Alright, I think I'm going to call it quits here for today. I apologize, this is a really short stream, but I started really, really late today. And that is my bad, but I'm going to start much earlier tomorrow. I really just wanted to get these done. So these are done, more or less. I mean, they obviously need weapons, but... Not sick, to be honest. Loving the gunboat. Same. Evu! Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to go jump off. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for all the support today, as usual. Much longer stream tomorrow. We'll have this and the Space Banshee completely 100% done by tomorrow. Unless we decide to do an interior for this thing, in which case... Yeah, we'll probably get that done in one day. And anyways, I'm dipping. Thank you guys for an amazing short stream here today. I'll be live again tomorrow, like I said. Same time, same place. You know where to find me. Goodbye!